Hello and very happy to see you on my channel. Tonight, we give you a piece of shocking news from Globe magazine, Derailment, Harry and Meghan making royal family raise eyebrows with recent action. Now that he's moving to California, rogue royal Prince Harry plans to turn his years as a stoner into a king's ransom, by launching a huge marijuana business empire, stunned palace insiders tell Globe magazine. The redhead and actress wife Meghan are slapping down $9 million for a 286-acre pot farm near Clear Lake, in north-central California, to fuel their flashy new Hollywood lifestyle, sources insist, saying the couple already have family in the business and intend to brand their products high society. While she's got her agent fishing for roles, Harry's never been involved in any sort of real business enterprise, spills a royal insider. But he's been secretly smoking marijuana for years. He told a pal marijuana is something he likes and knows about. His new land will be used to raise crops and for a factory to produce legal marijuana products. Harry's also looking to buy state-authorized dispensaries to market his wares. According to insiders, Harry may turn to Meghan's family for the advice. Her nephew Tyler Dooley grows cannabis on 1,000 acres in nearby Oregon and even named a strain of the drug, Markle's Sparkle, as his wedding present to the Diva Duchess. Tyler claims his weed is so strong it will blow your crown off. Says the insider, while Tyler and Meghan haven't been in contact for years, she used to babysit him and his brother. This would be a good way to mend fences. His experience in the marijuana business would be invaluable to Harry's money-making plans. Sources also say Harry and Meghan are eyeballing a property that already has a 10-year state license to operate. A cannabis real estate expert says the facility has a projected 2020 gross revenue of up to $6.5 million. The spread includes a one-story farmhouse, barn, detached garage, truck trailers, a greenhouse, processing facility, pond and storage tank, farm with automatic solar pump, a source dishes, just the thing to jump-start Harry's smokin' hot idea. According to sources, party animal Harry was smoking pot at 16. A member of the royal staff reportedly alerted Prince Charles after smelling marijuana at a Highgrove teenage party, and friends confirmed that the youth had been a regular and sometimes boisterous drinker at the Rattlebone Inn in Wiltshire, a British newspaper revealed back in the day. Insiders claim, his pot use became so notorious, classmates at the preppy Eton school nicknamed him Hash Harry. According to insiders, in 2002, alarmed dad Charles sent the toking teen to spend a day at the Featherstone Lodge rehab clinic to scare him straight. He met some people in recovery, heroin and cocaine addicts mostly, and heard their life stories, complete with harrowing details, a source said at the time. 10 years later, Harry made headlines for his wild partying in Las Vegas, where he dove into a pool naked. Sources say partygoers were sharing cocaine, psychedelic shrooms and pot, but none saw Harry take drugs. In 2017, Harry and Meghan attended his best friend Tom Inskip's wedding in Jamaica, where guests smoked joints. While neither Harry nor Meghan was seen toking, he got sloppy guzzling rum cocktails and knocked over a tray of drinks, witnesses report. Meghan has some history, too. Before meeting Harry, Meghan boasted she handed out 200 joints to guests at her 2011 beach wedding to first hubby Trevor Engelson, sources claim. They divorced 2 years later. Ironically, raising marijuana, especially for medical use, shouldn't bother Harry's herb-loving dad, Charles, or snooty members of the royal family. Queen Victoria used weed to ease the agony of her cramps. In 1998, Charles actually suggested to a multiple sclerosis patient that she try medical marijuana. Years later, a similar sufferer beat a drug rap when she was busted for growing marijuana for her personal medical issues and used Charles in her defense. Harry's decision to go into the pot business, especially the medical side, shouldn't raise eyebrows with his family considering their history with the drug, notes the insider. The only problem could be as if he's caught publicly sampling his own brand, even though it would be perfectly legal in California. Indeed, Harry and Meghan are house-sitting again. They are living in Tyler Perry's home in Los Angeles in a gated community. Perry is close to Oprah, and it seems like all roads lead to Oprah when it comes to Harry and Meghan. After all, Oprah attended their wedding, even though she knew neither Harry or Meghan at the time. Since we know their book, Finding Freedom, was already planned prior to their wedding, according to news outlets, we can assume the couple planned on leaving the UK at that same time. No way would the couple stay in the UK while they dished on how awful, suppressing, racist, and mean the royal family was, and that doesn't even include Harry and Meghan's intolerable royal duties. This verifies that the move to Hollywood was planned from the start. So now Harry, a once revered prince of the UK, is sitting in someone else's home, again, and not paying for his own place. He is essentially mooching off Tyler Perry. Wherever Tyler is, he must have another palatial estate, because why would he ever leave this oasis in heaven? Meghan would love for Harry to use his own money to buy her an estate like this. This is her triumphant return to Tinseltown, and she wants to be the princess of that world. She wants to use her royalty, which only Harry owns, really, but who cares? Hollywood will eat it up. They love Meghan because she is royal, and Meghan wants the royal treatment in Hollywood. If Harry cannot part with his money, and some claim he won't, will he give in and buy Meghan her mansion in Hollywood? Doubtful, some say. He won't buy a mansion in Los Angeles, at least, so then I think Meghan will sweeten up Prince Charles and see what he'll give them. But this book might change everything. If the book says anything negative about the monarchy, I'm not sure how much, if anything, Charles will give to them. They might have to start using Harry's stored-up wealth. Meghan won't care. She just needs to look important going in, because she wants to grasp that brass ring. But, Meghan knows she's a hot commodity in Hollywood, if Oprah is willing to help them in a quiet and unobtrusive manner. And if Oprah is going to open doors for Meghan and Harry, then yes, they will have to buy a house eventually. How long can they squat in someone else's home? I wonder who will pay for their Hollywood home? That will be interesting. If true, it proves that Meghan's demands and tantrums in the UK were, for the most part, staged events that would lead them to where they are now. It makes sense, given the early trademark and brainstorming around the Sussex Royal brand, which was supposed to make them billionaires. Good thing the Queen nipped that in the bud. How ridiculous that they feel the need to stay in estates like that while they plan their next move, their next payday. I guess that's why Meghan turned down Frogmore with such disdain. It wasn't up to her standards. You could probably fit 5 Frogmores into that monstrosity. Meanwhile, a royal fan, Deanna Eppers, from Quora sadly for Harry, she said, "As someone who has moved to 7 different states over my life, I can say that, Harry known as a prince will miss his old life in the UK at times. Not all times. But moving is a huge shock, and the differences between British culture and American culture are stark." Harry knew the world he moved in as a royal, since he was born into that privileged life. I thought he looked fairly happy with his lot in life until Meghan came along and after a breakup, managed to get back together and get married quickly. Some whispered if she had told him she was pregnant to get him moving on that proposal, but we might not know for years if that's what went down. Who knows? Meghan certainly knew of Harry's deep desire for children. As in more than one. So if they are going to go in for the full royal Hollywood life, Meghan might as well have another baby, since she does turn 39 this year. And please, the hate doesn't have to rise to the rafters. If Meghan had an easy pregnancy, from which it seems like she did, then why not enjoy another one? In the meantime, while Harry is waiting for his wife to have that second baby he told Jane Goodall about, he'll have time to see if the glitzy lifestyle is so much more rewarding than royal life. I doubt it is, truthfully, so Harry might be excused for looking over his shoulder and missing his other life. He'll probably miss London, Great Britain, and Scotland, the pubs with that ale, having his own place with peace and quiet, his family, his wise grandmother and grandfather who doted on him, the privilege, the protection from paparazzi, protection from American tabloids who will be out for blood, having everything he needs simply provided for him, hello, shopping trips, and he'll miss the people of Great Britain. There's a lot of Harry will miss. If Hollywood is better than his old life, clearly Hollywood will fulfill that itch. But I wonder if celebrity status and the need to keep working, getting publicized, putting your brand out there and networking will be too tiring. Harry already had all that. Yes, back home. What celebrity did not like Prince Harry? And now Harry will be the one doing the networking and scrounging for work. If it were my life, and if Harry is one half as miserable as he looks in photographs, I would advise him to go home and take Archie, who seems to prefer daddy to mommy by virtue of trying to get over to dad in that cute, sweet video of the toddler. Just go home. All roads lead to home. There's no place like home. Home is where the heart is. Except right now, with a closet narcissist in the house, in my opinion, home is where the unhappiness starts. So go to that other home and be a happy person again, Harry. And you? What do you think about Prince Harry? Please let me know in the comment section below and we talk about him. If you feel prefer with my video, remember to like and share it for anyone you think they need it. And subscribe to my channel to get more news from the royal family. Now, have a nice day and see you in the next videos.